tetamu yang saya muliakan. Saya ucapkan penghargaan ke atas kehadiran dan sambutan yang membanggakan, dan khususnya kepada MITI dan Kementerian Agama dan khusus juga Matrik dan JAKIM yang telah mampu menyelenggarakan satu sidang peringkat antarabangsa, mengangkat keupayaan industri halal, menarik minat dan menjadikan Malaysia sebagai pusat kegiatan halal dan industri halal, termasuk pengiktirafan melalui pensijilan yang terkenal. Seperti yang dijelaskan oleh kedua-dua rakan saya tadi, Dr. Naim dan Tengku Zafrul, industri ini telah berkembang maju. Tapi suatu hal yang perlu difahami oleh kita, keupayaan kita menembusi sistem perdagangan dan kewangan antarabangsa. Kita biasa dengan Bank Dunia, IMF, WTO. Ini bukan keutamaan mereka, bukan gagasan mereka, tetapi kerana kesanggupan kita memecah tembok halangan awal dan prasangka terhadap apa yang dianggap Islam, apalagi halal. Maka sekarang kita dah meletakkan industri halal sebagai suatu yang berpotensi besar dalam perdagangan yang merentas semua negara. Mulanya dalam kegiatan di kalangan negara Islam, dan tetapi sekarang sampai ke semua negara, dalam semua pertemuan di ASEAN, sama ada dengan yang majoriti Islam atau Kristian atau Buddhis, di negara China dengan Presiden Xi Jinping, Keir Starmer di United Kingdom, di Brazil dengan Lula, semuanya menentuh soal halal. So, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate the complexities of the modern era, it is essential that we return to the very foundation of halal, which represents a holistic view of life, grounded in cleanliness, halalan tayyiban, integrity and accountability. What is to me unique, Jil, Farid, for this generation, a unique one, is precisely because it talks about accountability. It talks about environment, creating a very clean, healthy industry. It talks about accountability because it is embedded in our belief and conviction that finally we are accountable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we must be reminded, therefore, the saying or the remark by the renowned muhaddith Sufyan bin Uyayna, a person does not truly attain the essence of faith until he makes what is halal a shield between himself and what is haram, and until he refrains from sin and similar acts. It is an encompassing, comprehensive view of what trade, investments, and commodities are all about. It's not just motivation for profit, which is essential in any trade and business, but it is therefore again embedded on the core principles and values, which is clearly part and parcel of the Madani framework in our understanding of economics. You know, values, compassion, integrity, accountability is now diminishing in its importance because of pure greed and political expediency, even in our decision to promote trade or in our decision on any international issues, including the problems and calamities facing Palestinians in Gaza. That shows the flaw, a deficit in our understanding what justice is all about, what cleanliness is about, what is halal is all about, and of course, justice. So it is important, therefore, to look at the very essence and meaning of this halalan tayyiban. It's not only in terms of what is forbidden in the fiqh sense, in the sense of jurisprudence, but an encompassing, all-encompassing, comprehensive view what trade, business, and life is all about. So therefore it is infused, if it is infused with this holistic concept, then the halal industry today has evolved significantly beyond food and beverages, encompassing the entire spectrum of Sharia compliant sectors, not the least being healthcare and medicine, cosmetics, tourism, and Islamic finance. Now, this growing ecosystem reflects a broader commitment to integrity, ethics, and faith-based values across global markets. And if I can extend the argument further, it is the best practical showcase of what da'wah is all about. Giving a message through our actions, our character, and our belief in issues of integrity and accountability. So the halal industry, therefore, has consistently been a vital sector contributing to Malaysia's economic development. And because of its universal appeal to all segments of society, halal products and services are now an increasingly popular choice among consumers, including those in predominantly non-Muslim countries. We have given the list just now, what we have achieved in the last 2 days. And amazingly, of course, from Middle East, Arab countries, UAE, for example, but an outstanding support from our colleagues, business and trade, from China that have excelled because of the requirements. And can you imagine these days, after decades of effort now, as I said and alluded to earlier, notwithstanding countries and background, we have enormous support. And because of the need to promote trade and business. So beyond that, therefore, there is growing phenomena of Muslim tourists frequenting popular destinations worldwide because of the expansion of options of halal products and services. So I believe with time, inshallah, more non-Muslim countries will recognize the necessity of halal certified products beyond food and the hospitality services to incorporate Islamic finance, pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and healthcare. So again, I reiterate the point that halal is more than just a label. It is an international symbol of trust. To date, we have close to 10,000 companies comprising more than 80% of small and medium enterprises have been certified by JAKIM based on their compliance and comprehensive halal standards. I must congratulate and thank Deputy Prime Minister Zahid, because since he's holding the helm, we have seen this accelerated pace of approvals and higher standards imposed. Can you imagine? Higher standards, stricter monitoring, and yet a faster pace of approval, about 2 weeks of approval, compared to 6 months in the past. So thank you. So you can stay on that. So as a testament of global acceptance, the Malaysian halal trademark has been registered and recognized in nearly 50 countries, while JAKIM also collaborates with more than 80 accredited halal certification bodies from 45 countries. So going forward, the Madani government will continue to proactively position the halal industry as a key contributor to the national economy, particularly in trade. In every investment mission and bilateral engagement, I must say this, without exception, whether it is Muslim majority countries, non-Muslim country, whatever, Malaysia positions halal as a universal economic model, and again will be part of the bilateral discussions between leaders. And this is, of course, to me, a rare achievement for the country and for the halal industry. For example, at the recent Kazan Forum, I highlighted Malaysia's expertise in halal certification and offered our support to strengthen global halal standards. At the BRICS Leaders Summit in Brazil, I urged both Brazilian and Malaysian companies to seize the business opportunity in the halal industry. And of course, with the support of our friend, President Lula of Brazil. In the Global Islamic Economy Indicator, GIEI ranking, Malaysia has maintained its top position for 11 consecutive years. Thanks not only to the support of the Malaysian industry and Malaysian ministries, but thanks to your support, those present here from so many countries. Malaysia's excellence is particularly evident in Islamic finance, halal food, as well as media and recreation. This is a result of the government's concerted effort to position the halal industry as one of the central pillars of the nation's strategic growth. So the halal industry master plan 2030 and the new industrial master plan 2030 set out a clear pathway to position Malaysia as the world's leading halal hub. I must stress that the drivers of the growth of the halal industry are the micro, small and medium enterprises. Hence, the Badawi government will continue to implement various strategic initiatives to strengthen their role and standing in the global market. Under the 30th Malaysia Plan, significant funds are allocated to further boost the growth of the halal sector. In return, the sector is projected to contribute 231 billion ringgit or 10.8% to the national GDP by 2030, driven by strong demand in food, finance and tourism. By way of comparison, the global halal market is valued at over 16.02 trillion ringgit and is expected to reach 22.88 trillion by 2030. I hope the figures is consistent with what Zafrul announced just now. Because for projection, projections are projections. Sometimes we achieve the target, sometimes we surpass, sometimes we're below target. But for us, we're quite realistic in our projections. Sometimes better than the World Bank and the IMF. Now, in terms of trade targets, based on the robust national policies and the track record of MIHAS, exports of halal products and services are set to reach 80 billion ringgit by 2030. So, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the government has strongly encouraged Malaysian companies to embrace the digitalization in trade to remain globally competitive. By leveraging digital technologies, Malaysian companies can enhance operational efficiency, broaden market reach, and unlock new opportunities in the digital economy and cross-border trade. On this note, I am pleased to share that MIHAS 2025 will fully leverage the Madani Digital Trade Platform and artificial and intelligence-driven platform designed to optimize cross-border business matching, particularly for Malaysian halal exporters and importers, including micro, small, and medium enterprises. With the support of advanced technologies such as big data analytics, cloud computing, and AI, MDT is poised to evolve into an intelligent trade platform and ultimately become a true game changer for Malaysia's halal industry. So I urge, therefore, the international community and those business enterprises and representatives present here to embrace halal as a system of values, one that champions ethical consumption, social justice, human dignity, and environmental sustainability. We must empower the public to be ethical consumers, support halal entrepreneurs to penetrate global markets, and build a new generation of halal professionals, experts, not only in religious knowledge, but also in food science, technology, engineering, and law. In closing, let me say this. It has not been an easy journey to bring Malaysia's halal industry to its current standing. We applaud those initiators, particularly I think our late Tun Abdullah Badawi, for taking this initiative, having that vision, which was certainly a major challenge at that time. But we are fortunate, alhamdulillah, that successful achievements have been seen, but it would not have been possible without the efforts and sacrifices of all parties involved. I greatly appreciate the leadership of my colleague, Deputy Prime Minister Zahid Hamidi, who is clearly very focused and at times quite obsessed with the whole halal industry, and is quite helpful. Thank you. Again, my profound appreciation to MITI, Matrid, JAKIM, HDC, JSM, and UPM for their commitment and dedication successfully organizing GHaS and MIHAS this year. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.